Ever look in the mirror and say, I wish I could change this one thing about me? Maybe there's a few things about yourself that you would like to change. Stick around. I have some thoughts that can help you love your imperfections. Good to see you. I'm Dr. West, clinical psychologist and advocate for your well-being. In this session, I thought I would put the solutions up front. The explanations and foundational logic I've kicked to the back end. I want you to know my proposed solutions first so that you can quickly assess whether my guidance will be helpful to you. In this session, I'm giving you 3 ways to help you love your imperfections. Protect your flourish factor. Stick around, I'll tell you what I mean by that. But protecting your flourish factor is really important. Buy the change. Yes, buy as in spend money. Okay, what does that mean? Hang on. At this point, it's all about me giving you the practical solutions up front. The explanations and foundational logic are coming, but you need to know that sometimes you can buy a remedy. License your imperfections. That's right. It's better to license your imperfections than hide them. So if you have ever looked in the mirror and said, I wish I could change this one thing about me, I have just given you some possible solutions. Hopefully you're intrigued enough to stay with me for the golden guidance. Number 1. Protect your flourish factor. The meaning of the word flourish is to thrive, grow, prosper, succeed, be successful, go on well. That's what we want, to grow in a way that benefits you and the other people in your life. So when you look at some imperfection in your body, something in your appearance, and wish you didn't have it, you are drilling holes in your flourish factor. Some of your vibrant personality drains out, leaving you less confident. So yeah, you have a few things wrong with you, but you also have a stack of things that are right with you. What are you going to focus on? If you focus on what it is about you that you're unhappy with, on the thing that you wish you could change, you are not protecting your flourish factor. You are throwing your confidence away. You end up feeling bad about yourself, and the world misses out on seeing the best version of you. My recommendation is for you to focus on what's right about you. That not only protects your flourish factor, but it will increase it, making you radiate even more. Number 2. Buy the change. When I was 15 years of age, I was diagnosed with a genetic condition that meant 12 of my permanent teeth did not form in my gum line. So without those permanent teeth coming through and pushing my baby teeth out, there I was, an insecure 15-year-old with 12 baby teeth, mostly in the front. Talk about embarrassing. But fortunately, this was an imperfection that I could buy my way out of, and I still do so to this day. This is me driving into Mexico, where a team of dental experts provide me with extensive dental procedures. I've got so many crowns in my mouth I could be king of a small country. Why Mexico? They do excellent work at about 1/3 the price, including dental implants. I found a way to deal with an imperfection by paying super skilled people who could provide a remedy. Sometimes it works out that way. I don't love the fact that I have to spend more time in the dentist chair than the average person, but I love the fact that every decade I get to have a brand new set of teeth installed.
I'm not giving dental, medical, or surgical advice. Check with your physician first for what's best for you.
Number 3. License your imperfections. When we don't like something about ourselves, we naturally try to hide it. We cover up the imperfection. Why? Probably because we're embarrassed by it. We want to avoid people noticing our imperfections and judging us accordingly. Maybe when you were a kid, other kids made fun of your physiological idiosyncrasies. And while now you are an adult, you reflexively try to hide your imperfections because they were once the source of you being teased and ridiculed. So it's understandable that you try to hide them. But when you hide your imperfections, you are telling yourself that a part of you is unwanted, unacceptable, and needs to be hidden. And that's not good for your mental health. Do the opposite. Instead of hiding your imperfections, license them. Give your imperfections permission to be part of your inspiring story, and maybe a big part of your story. As a result of some notable scoliosis in my spine, my right leg is shorter than my left leg by about 3/4 of an inch or 2 centimeters. This x-ray was taken 30 years ago, and it's probably gotten worse since then. Here's a picture of me at my eldest son's wedding. Notice my shoulder on one side dips down fairly obviously? That's because my right leg is shorter, or maybe it's because my left leg is too long. Anyway, recently I was giving a keynote talk for this wonderful organization in Southern California. During the talk, I made this side comment that if you're ever lost in the desert with me, be very careful about letting me take the lead, because with my short right leg, I will have you walking in circles. It was a passing quip and not part of my prepared talk. Later on, after the event, a young dad came up to me. I will call him Motorcycle Dad because he was wearing this t-shirt with a cool motorcycle on it. With overflowing enthusiasm, he told me that when I mentioned having one leg shorter than the other, it meant the world to him. And I'm thinking, of all my well-prepared and profound statements in my talk, the thing that resonated with you the most was a throwaway line, a spontaneous quip about my shorter leg? I didn't say that to him, but that's what I was thinking. Motorcycle Dad went on to tell me that his 12-year-old daughter has a condition that has left her with one leg 3/4 of an inch shorter than the other. When he heard that my condition had not stopped me from running marathons and backpacking around the world, he couldn't wait to tell his daughter. He wanted to encourage her that her condition did not need to hold her back from living life adventurously. You may be super self-conscious about your imperfections. Please don't hide them. That will just make you feel like there is something about you that is shameful. Instead, love your imperfections. They are a part of who you are. When appropriate, draw attention to them. Make fun of them. Make them a source of self-deprecating humor. When you do, you make yourself more relatable, more relevant, and more endearing to others. Because, let's face it, we all have imperfections. This could be good for you. I'm Dr. Wes. Here's to making life better. Oh, and if you were somewhat encouraged by this, don't be a stranger. Join me. Subscribe.